Hello and welcome to Be Offended with Joe and Tim.
Hey, Joe.
Hello there, Tim.
What's going on?
I went back to the old mic.
All right, you sound good.
Yeah, I'm fine, but I guess my push-up bra for the voice is not going to happen.
So I read
Yes.
that global sperm counts are down.
Oh no, not global sperm counts.
And I'm wondering who did this survey, the census,
who's
how
going
tired
around?
is her and how tired is her hand and arm.
Is she just going door to door like
Well, if it's like a regular census, first they send it out to your house, right?
Yeah.
So I guess you had to then self-report, and then I think what happens is they send out the
After
workers
that?
for people who don't respond to the original census. Yeah.
Huh.
So apparently someone, I guess, went door to door globally because there was a global sperm count. I didn't click on the article, but I
Of
can
course
only
not.
assume.
Why
I
would
can only
you?
assume that they're counting sperm in the same way that they count
count
they
anything?
they count
count
residents
watermelons
of a congressional district, and they have to yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I did not sign up for that job. That's not
No,
that
you're
wasn't
not
something
the sperm,
that I
the sperm
no.
grabber.
No, because because I have a feeling somewhere in there is a joke about me having a
No,
part
it was
of this.
just funny
Okay.
that like the just the idea of just
How to-
somebody walking around
how to
door
figure it
to
all
door
out.
jerking men off so they can do a global sperm census.
I mean,
They're worse jobs, I guess, right?
yeah, if you want to, here's the thing. What I've noticed in my years is that the ladies who indiscriminately jerk men off are usually very large. Very large. And I don't participate in such activities. First of all, I wouldn't be able to come. So wait a second.
Bro,
Wait a second.
What?
Wait. If she's counting the sperm count,
Yeah.
and if you're not attracted, do you produce less sperm or you do not ejaculate at all if you're not attracted to said lady?
Oh, do you think that they're skewing the results?
I
and
think that the
the
results
census
are a little
worker
fucked up.
was just not attractive?
Yeah, I think we have an issue here. This is like causation versus
Is there a direct link
Yeah.
between horniness and sperm count?
Yeah, maybe. I don't
No,
know.
'cause I think sperm count. I don't think it matters.
I
the
think it
amount
matters.
of
Or maybe
ejaculate.
Or,
I think
or
I
if
think
you've
there's
jerked off too much. Maybe it's, because that is a low sperm count thing. If I jerk off a couple of times in the day, my count's going to be low.
Well, yeah, sure, and I think that's the real article, is that there's probably various environmental or factors, that
People
actually
are jerking
so
off
the sperm
too
count
much.
is low. Yeah, no, it's not that. It's not that the woman jerking the men off for the sperm census is unattractive.
No.
It's,
I'm just saying that.
damn it, do I have to read this article?
No,
You're
there's
gonna force me to read
multiple.
this article.
There's just multiple ways that you can have a low sperm count, and I'm trying to get to the funniest part of it, which is I am not attracted to the lady, or I jerk off so much. Those are the two things I could think of. Tim is skimming. Do you need one of these? Please stand by. As he skims the article for anything relevant, or it's
In
clickbait.
North
you
America,
discover.
Europe, Australia, New Zealand,
Wow.
the sperm rate is falling at a rate of about 1.5% per year on average,
One
resulting
drop.
in a 50 to 60% drop over the whole period. If decline continues at this rate, the medium sperm count would reach zero by
Huh.
mid 2040s.
Oh, you know what this is?
So this is an extinction level event,
Yeah, yeah.
apparently. We've jerked ourselves dry.
Wait,
We literally-
this is Children of Men
Everyone was
This
so
is literally
concerned
that
about
movie.
everyone was so concerned
about oil.
that we're gonna pump all the oil dry, and meanwhile we've been cranking ourselves to extinction.
Remember? Okay, hold on. This is a Bond level event because remember in Quantum of Solace, they alluded to the most precious resource on Earth, and it was the trip up because they thought you were drilling for oil, but it was really water, and that was like the whole like MacGuffin in the movie. This is the most precious resource on Earth.
Sperm.
Sperm.
Man,
how much per drop is sperm
worth?
Hold
on, I just got to the garbage can and retrieve some tissues.
They're dead already. It's it. Oh my God.
It's liquid gold, Jerry.
Yeah, it really is. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So
who knew?
Who exactly? Who did know? This the lady going around to these. First of all, it's a little clickbaitish because it said global, but you mentioned like
they just,
five countries,
the white countries, obviously.
Yeah. Nobody went to fucking Afghanistan
or China or India or anything. No. They went to clearly,
they went to the place where there's
also probably the countries where they'll let a stranger come to the door and jerk them off into a tube for science. So I mean, it's probably
Great Britain and USA. That's it.
Did you hear about the speaking of jerking off in Africa? Did you hear there was a Brazilian tribe, Brazil, so South America. Okay. But they got Starlink, the internet, and now the entire tribe is addicted to pornography.
That's literally. That was part of my joke that I said on a previous show. Is that because of Starlink, more people are going to be jerking off?
Yeah, well, apparently that really happened in Brazil.
Oh my God!
They gave like a tribe the internet, and now they're all addicted to pornography.
Are we becoming the Simpsons? Are we predicting everything? Because we've been on a roll lately.
Dude, between the portal and I want to know is what were they doing beforehand? Because it's not like they just discovered
jerking off
and boners and so like it's like have they stopped war? Were there child marriages? Were there, like what, like everyone looks at it like, oh, as soon as people have internet, they started doing porn things.
Getting my mindset into.
But meanwhile, it's like now they're jerking off instead of like
I'm scavenging,
right? Going to war with each other or
well, I mean, I'm looking for animals to hunt. And
okay, is this South America? It shouldn't be like it's Brazil. So it shouldn't be like like Copacabana or something.
Oh, all right. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm relaxing on a beach.
Yeah,
a gay beach.
There's some local tribesmen all passing around their iPad.
Just jerk.
You know how Pornhub does those surveys every year of the most popular like searches?
Oh yes, popular. It's quite.
I would love to see
the stepsister thing went around the world.
I would love to see the search results for the tribe,
tribal Brazil.
Yeah, because like they're probably into something like we don't think. They're probably really into like the people having sex in the Teslas.
Yeah. It's modern and sex. Is that what they're into?
It's probably something we wouldn't expect. Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, okay.
Okay. Well, oh man, I was gonna do a segue, but
just hit the segue alert and just do your story.
All right. I lost the segue alert. I know it's here. I just don't know where it is. Oh well.
We'll wait.
Oh, we're gonna wait. Okay, so
oh wait, hold on a second.
Oh, okay, wait.
Breaking news. I need a breaking news thing.
Oh, that I can queue up right away. Breaking news, everybody.
Breaking news.
Yes.
Oregon woman, 28, paralyzed after being crushed by piano in freak accident.
Oh my God! Holy shit!
This story is from about 10 days ago. An Oregon woman who had hoped for...
We are the fucking Simpsons!
We're predicting the future.
Yes! Oh my God.
An Oregon woman who'd hoped for a fresh start in a new state is paralyzed from the waist down after she was crushed by a piano in a brutal freak accident last month.
Wait,
Daniel Drummond, 28, was moving the piano... Oh, you need the old-timey music?
Yes.
Daniel Drummond, 28, and a grandmother at 28, because it is the 1920s, was moving the piano when the friend she had been helping lost her grip and dropped the whole upright piano on top of her.
Oh
Women, am I right? It must have messed up her girdle. Drummond, who had recently... Wait, am I getting music?
Yeah, it's coming back.
Drummond, who had recently moved to the Beaver State, Beaver, I get it,
Jesus.
from Ohio, was rushed to the hospital for emergency surgery where they gave her leeches. When doctors discovered the accident severed her spine cord.
The spine.
And left her paralyzed on the way down.
Suck those nerves back to life.
She was crushed by a piano. She must be on her period.
She must need some cocaine.
But the doctors diagnosed her with hysteria. And gave her leashes and
shoved a dildo inside her.
And heroin for her.
Prescribed her a vibrating dildo, some heroin, leeches.
I'm trying to keep my seriousness. Physical therapy.
Oh my God.
So apparently, Joe.
Holy shit.
She has no family in Oregon to care for and is looking for a place to live.
Everything. She's looking for a place to live. Well, here's the thing. Sad news. I have too many pianos in my house. I don't think I think it'll be very PTSD for her. She doesn't have a home here.
Well, I mean, she's paralyzed from the waist down, so I don't know if that would be good for you.
She gonna check the sperm count?
I don't know if
Is she becoming just a flesh doll?
I'm just not sure if Joe's into the haptic feedback.
Yeah,
so you would hate that she can't feel it, or actually be like, just honey, read a book or something.
She's just on her
book, and
she's just
Joe's
on
just
her
going to town behind her. She has no idea.
She's on her Neuralink laptop, just perusing the internet. All of a sudden, her body starts shaking a little bit. What's going on?
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I'd have to check the date we recorded the last.
Oh, dude, it's very close.
Okay. Oh, wait, no. Okay. So the story didn't make it national till May, but I guess the incident happened earlier. Yeah.
Damn it!
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, she's Yep. So there was the first piano crushing.
Wow.
Oh, that's funny. The newspaper article even has a picture of the piano too.
Oh no!
Wow.
Is it covered in blood?
He's being held off in his handcuffs.
Jesus Christ!
That's crazy. I don't know how you could be in good spirits after that.
Even in the worst, I think somehow I would find a lot of comedy in my paralyzing life due to a falling piano. First of all, it'd be ironic for me in general because I play the piano, but then of course, I don't know. I think I would just become like a semi-vegetable-esque person doing a podcast.
Joe.
Oh no! I'm giving you
no.
Come to my place. Don't look up. Just stand on this place.
I'm just wondering what the difference between future Joe and current Joe is.
I went with you to go murder me to turn me into that.
I'm just wondering what the difference between Crushed by Piano Joe is and co-host of this podcast Joe is. Yeah, we have a friend who
is a vegetable.
Her one of the girls in her sorority was randomly shot in Rittenhouse Square, Philadelphia, and it severed her spinal cord. So it so she's just in a wheelchair, and she's apparently in good spirits and just a nice. And so
some people can do that.
I don't. Yeah, and some people are just bitter, and I wanted to just be on the record that I would be bitter. I would be just one of those miserable, bitter.
Well, you'd be inconvenienced, and we all know from previous seasons.
That's true. Inconvenience is worse than death.
You would rather kill your entire family than be inconvenienced.
Yeah. No, it's true. So
this is an ongoing Timism.
Yeah. I guess that's true. Yeah, I guess there's some people just
you would not survive
because it's not even a near death experience. I could see if I was. If I was really into surfing and I was surfing and I almost drowned, I had a near-death experience and somehow it left me permanently injured. I could see I was doing something that I loved and this freaky accident happened and now I'm gonna have these good spirits. But if I'm just walking through Philadelphia on the way to dinner and some asshole shoots my spine out, I'm gonna be really bitter of everything that I'm not gonna look at everything I still have by surviving. I'm gonna look at everything that I lost that by this asshole severing my spinal cord. Yeah.
Well, luckily, you still have your spinal attachment I have zero segue. Not only do I have zero segue, I don't have a segue alert alarm, which is disturbing because I need it. Oh, there it is. Found it. Forced segue. So speaking of, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh God, I'm setting myself up for this, but I'm starting a new company / business. And I had to hire somebody, like a professional person in like IT / electrical engineering. So
you're not stealing my idea for the vagina.
No,
okay.
No, and so I decided, how do people find these people? Well, you go on these job hunter website things, and you post a job that's open. So I posted, and I made
Ashley Madison and Adult Friend Finder and
FetLife. No,
Backpage.
No, I posted on these things, and I got like a bunch of submissions, and I'm reading them, and I'm like, oh no, they're all AI generated. They're all.
Which are people
fake.
using AI to write?
They're using AI to write their resumes and their response letters, and even like responding to specific questions that's supposed to trip up AI. It's actually all AI.
So the people are actually real, and they just don't know how to write well, or are they someone, or just they're scammers doing fake?
Well, they can't
responses.
They can't scam because there's nothing to gain from the scam. So I'm pretty sure that they're
long con, Joe. Long con.
The long con. Okay. Well,
don't forget the long con.
Yeah. Always they're trying to go to high school again.
Always be on the lookout for exactly. Yeah. If you don't think you'll look at the long con, remember from last season, there's some guy went all the way back to high school. Yeah.
Just to fuck some chick. No, I guess the long con, it depends on how horny they are. So yeah, I guess there could be a long con. But what it was I was looking for like these engineers, and they're supposed to be like US based or whatnot. And they weren't.
So they were foreign, so they were using like basically Google Translate or something.
They were using GPT chat.
It could be Google Translate though, too.
No, it was too quick. And I could tell. I saw what was being done and what was being used. The letters and the things coming in for the initial response was all AI created. And then me communicating. Google
translates AI too.
Yeah. No. But it's
everything is
ChatGPT.
AI, and they've just, okay.
Yeah. AI doesn't really exist in Google's world. That's why they're the way they are. But ChatGPT has a thing that will actually communicate with people, and it passed a Turing test. So this fucking thing is communicating with me back and forth for about 10 minutes. And I'm just thinking, this is a lot of technobabble. I just kind of want to talk to the guy on the phone. So I said to him, hey, let's get a phone, conversation going here, because it's just too much to type out. And he agreed. And then he gave me like a Florida number, a Miami, Florida number. And again, this guy was supposed to be in Florida. It's supposed to be a thing. And the guy, I called the number, and it rings and it rings and it rings. And it doesn't go to a voicemail, which is odd, because if it's a cell phone, at some point in time, it's going to go to a voicemail. And it didn't. And he responded back, I could talk in 10 minutes. I was like, okay. So in 10 minutes, I got a call back. Same number. The guy barely can speak English. It's a poo. And
I was thinking to myself, I was going to be the guy on the line.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like going through every single country, like trying to figure out what.
Hello there.
What impersonation
you're just going
I
through
can do.
You're going through all of the
well, like it's two lists, because one is like, what impersonation are you allowed to do?
Yeah.
And then the other list is, what impersonation am I capable of doing?
We all know you only have two voices, so it's old lady and old timey.
Yeah, like I do like a Russian. I was thinking like, what was a Russian sound like?
No,
it's just like it goes really deep and talk like Russian. Like I don't.
No.
Yeah.
It was some random Indian dude, and I start asking him like almost the same questions that I was doing via messaging back and forth, live messaging. and he could barely form a sentence. And so I knew immediately this is not the same fucking guy I was talking to. It was ChatGPT. And on top of that, then I started asking about his previous stuff that he said he did. And then he starts sending me stuff and it's nothing at all of what he originally said. And I'm listening in the background, and this is an ongoing reoccurring thing on the show, is everybody knows that I can tell where you are and what you're doing and all that shit from the reverb in your room.
Yes.
So I was talking to him at about 4 p.m. On a weekday, and in the background of his audio is crickets and no reverb. So he is outside somewhere at night with a billion crickets, and I'm like, yeah, he's in India right now, in like rural India. Late at night in India, trying to make this fucking gig happen. But then it like dawned on me. I started looking at all the other ones and it was all fake. So how are people gonna like, I don't know where the funny is after this, but it's like, where does this go? Like, what are we setting ourselves up for?
Joe doesn't play the rant music for his own rants.
Oh, I guess it was a rant. Well, here we go.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you get a taste of it. No, I don't know what to do. Like, what are we going to do as a society where you can't even hire somebody without questioning that it's a fucking robot? Like, and it got me. I mean, it got me for the first 15 minutes of talking to this fucking guy.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's in a gig type economy where you don't need to show up. You don't need to do anything. Yeah. There's no way of knowing if the person's in the US or
if they can even fucking speak the language.
Yeah, but I guess for a technical job, I mean, as long as they can do the technical specs that you're asking for.
Here's the thing. For technical jobs, you need to be able to communicate issues and thoughts and things back and forth, even for the technical, because this is a technical thing. The guy couldn't form a fucking sentence in English. So I can't make anything
You can't
happen.
form a sentence in Hindi, so I mean, who's the idiot here?
No, first of all, I was trying to hire a fucking American, so they're invading.
Eagles.
Yeah, oh God.
My product is made in America.
It's made in America
by Americans
for Americans.
Wind up in American garbage cans, and I'm going to be sued in American courts.
No.
That
Hold on, I need more.
Full product cycle.
I need
of Joe products. Yes.
There we go. Eagles and fireworks.
Another inappropriate guy's brand products.
I like the 3D-ness of the sound. Yeah, so
yes,
it's hard to just hire a fucking American these days.
Yes, Joe's American made, designed, and manufactured.
Yes,
fake dog do. That's right. Cue the Eagles.
I was gonna go with American cheese, but it's like a placemat of American cheese. It's like a coaster. It's an American cheese coaster. It's made out of rubber.
Joseph was waiting for the dollar store to get up to like $2.50 for products. He's like, "It's my time to shine, baby. Here we go.
There you go.
Let's bring it in there."
Speaking of, we missed it.
Know, Joe actually designed those plastic forks that as soon as you put it into your fucking, you go to like a party, and they have like the chicken parm and stuff, and they give you like the little plastic forks. The second you stick your chicken parm, you put your fork in the chicken parm, one of the three things break. Joe designed that. A lot of people don't know that. Designed, manufactured, made in America.
Patent pending.
Yes. the breakaway forks. You saw the guys in the NBA games on the sideline, like ripping their little pants off.
Dude, it's a feature.
He's like, what if a fork did that?
It's a feature.
It becomes
a toothpick.
Yeah, exactly.
What does everybody need after they eat? A fucking toothpick.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Well, anyway, it was such a problematic situation that I was just like, I'm done. And now I'm like talking to other people anyway. But yeah, it was truly maddening that I can't even find a fucking American on like a job search. It's kind of scary.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have much.
I know there's nothing funny about it. Moving on. No, I was going to say real quick, we missed it. But there was a topic that happened. There was a lot of tornadoes that blew through Tornado Alley the past couple of weeks. And there was Lego announces
Jesus.
Lego announces a couple of new sets.
Something nice and light before our first break. Jesus.
One of them was a special edition of the Dollar Tree sorting facility in Oklahoma.
Really? Wow, that's a
it's very
specific. I didn't realize that they were such a niche.
It was
a niche product.
It was a very, very specific product. Well,
is the CEO from Lego from that town or something? Because how would they even?
Yes,
that's a very strange.
Because it's a lot of very small, cheap items. So it's a lot of little pieces of Lego.
Is that going to sell it internationally? I feel like that's
it's
not
very
quite
easy
the level
to build.
of.
Very easy to build.
It's not quite the level of events that usually
0 to 100 for the age range.
Commemorative Lego set.
Yeah. In a related topic, God, this is so bad. A tornado blew through the Dollar Tree sorting facility, and over $100 in products were lost. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'll be here all the week.
So do you use phone cases for your iPhone?
Do I? Are we doing an in ad? I mean, in read ad?
No, I'm just asking. Do you use like your? Do you?
Of course I do.
In?
Tim, why wouldn't I?
Wow. No, because there are Negroes coming to town. You played the music. What, the 50s? That's the 50s music.
Jesus Christ. My scrotum just sucked in. What are we talking about?
Because I stopped when I got the iPhone 14.
I'm still stuck on the black
Pro.
people. I don't know what we're talking about. What did you say?
No, you played the 50s music, and then the 50s announcers are racist.
Yes.
So you said, why wouldn't you wear one? And of course I had to.
Yeah, okay. So
anyway, since I got the 14, because now it's titanium and whatever it is, I'm like, fuck it, because I'm really sick of getting a new iPhone and taking the case off and having a pristine, totally unscratched, totally pristine iPhone, which I then return to Apple to sell to your engineer in India,
who's going to refurbish it.
So I was like, no, fuck it. Like I wanted to, like, I want the battery to die and also to have some scratches on it. But here you go, take this. Okay. So anyway, I thought of this because Egypt announced in.
Do we have Egyptian music?
Earlier this year, that they're going to cover one of the pyramids at Giza, the smallest pyramid, with hundreds of granite blocks.
Wait, so they're rebuilding part of the pyramid?
The pyramids.
What the fuck?
And it feels to me like covering your iPhone. It's like so
they're preserving.
If you go to check, but if you go to look, but for who? Because it's going to be covered by granite.
Wait a second.
So no one would ever see it again. It would just become a modern pyramid.
The original pyramids had a protective layer. The top was gold, and they had a white limestone outer shell that eroded away and got stolen away and all that kind of stuff. So they're doing that.
Reinstall hundreds of granite blocks that used to form the outer casing of pyramid. The smallest, the 4,500-year-old structure was originally covered in 16 courses of granite blocks, but only 7 remain today.
So that's what I'm getting at is they're not preserving it as much as they're rebuilding it. But that then goes to say you're just staring at a brand new. Exactly. Correct. Why would I want to go see a brand new fucking pyramid?
Correct.
I want to see the one that was in all the movies, and I want to see the one that the looters went to originally, and But what's under this brand new modern granite that was brought in by trucks? Oh, the 4,500-year-old pyramid. Yeah, it doesn't make any
sense.
Sense.
No, you can't.
You know what this is like?
It's like going to Las Vegas.
It's just seeing another. What it really is if someone went to go into the Mona Lisa and they said, you know what? we want to preserve the Mona Lisa. So we're going to repaint the Mona Lisa's face over the Mona Lisa.
or you just put a poster of the Mona Lisa on top of it.
It's just a printout for the gift shop.
Yeah, you go, yes, and you bring it upstairs.
We're not going to have light or wind or people damage the Mona Lisa.
Trust us.
Yeah, it's here. It's behind you. Is this part of a heist? Is this a Gru heist? Is this part of fucking...
Carmen Sandiego is here. Carmen Sandiego was stolen the smallest pyramid. Fuck it. Let's just build a new one out of granite. No one would know.
We're going to steal the moon. We're going to steal the pyramids. What a fucking cockamamie scheme. Who's selling tickets to see the new old pyramid?
Yeah, who would want to see? The whole point is that that's what's left.
Yeah. It survived for over 5,000
they're gonna
years.
Rebuild the ruins or something. Yeah, like imagine they go to the Colosseum.
Oh,
you know,
well,
and they just
wait, there's precedence though, because they did rebuild a lot of the Colosseum, and they did bring up the pillars from the Roman Empire that oh God, I can't remember the name of the building, but there was a building with all the big columns. Anyway, they rebuilt that one.
Parthenon.
It was nothing, and they rebuilt it.
But picking up the existing columns.
No, that is true though.
And then you can bolster or buster. So so like that's.
But I think they also chiseled out and rebuilt.
And the Colosseum they built inside the Colosseum.
Yes.
So you still have the original, like there's some sections that are totally even inside, there's some sections that are totally eroded to nothing. Some kind of have bleachers, but inside of there, they took the old staircases which had eroded away and they built like new modern staircases over it. But you can then look over and see, because they needed to have tourists come in. So they built on top of it. But it's all original other than the new, they put like a toilet in there and stuff.
Yeah, but we don't need to see the pyramid as it was, because that's the whole point, is we're seeing it survived, and it's already survived. Like there is they rebuilt those columns, but that's because we would have never seen those columns because they were gone. So they put them back. The pyramid's fucking there.
Yeah, it seems really weird. So anyway, it just reminded me of the iPhone cover thing, and that went hand in hand, where it's just like we're just gonna have this giant thing that everyone wants to see covered away.
The Giza case.
Just a giant iPhone case of the pyramid.
I wish I had Egyptian music. We don't have any Egyptian minutes, so it's very hard.
No, this is our probably first and last.
Yeah.
If you look at the population map of Egypt,
it's like 7.
No,
it's the 5 dudes that stand outside trying to beg you to go on the tour.
It's like a circle where like Cairo is, and then it's basically like a straight line for the Nile.
Yeah.
Like people don't live there's like all of Egypt is desert except for the Nile. So like people literally live on the Nile and the Nile Delta, and that's it. The rest of Egypt is uninhabited desert. Yeah, it's a really interesting, if you look at like a population map.
The other thing that people don't realize is that you can sit at a KFC and look outside the window.
If you take the picture,
pyramids.
So like if you take the picture one way, it's like the pyramid and like all this desert.
It's just desert behind it.
But you take the picture the other way, it's a KFC and like an apartment.
There's an entire city like a literal stone throw away.
Yes. Yeah.
It's all a sham. So what we're saying is Egypt is a sham. Is that what we're saying?
There's a hotel that they opened up. It's like the Rockaway Hotel, and we saw one of our friends at the Kids You Track on Saturdays. So I see my friend and his wife, and they're just like we're hungover. We got a day pass to the Rockaway Hotel, and we drank. So we took an Uber. So like, so I tell them.
Okay.
So I get home. They're like their 40s.
What degenerate do we know? Okay, all right.
So
okay.
Many. So then I tell my wife, and she's like, oh. So we Google, the Rockaway Hotel, and there's a picture of the pool, and and of course they got all the filters or whatever.
Yeah.
So I click through the Google pictures, and they have like the angle
the actual,
from like the other side of it, and it's like all these telephone wires. Like the pool is like 4 feet above the ground level, so there's like a stop sign.
It's the MySpace angle for the fucking place. Yeah.
But it was like it made it look like this, like this.
I stay in a lot of hotels.
Hideaway.
I know.
Yeah, it was. So anyway. That's what they do. That's what they do with the pyramids of Gaza. Is that they do like that fisheye lens from like the perfect angle where you can't see the KFC.
Gaza
like
is the strip that's getting blown up right now.
Oh, Giza, sorry.
That was another Lego set, but I didn't want to go there.
Oh,
yeah. So
Giza, yeah. So anyway, they hire the same photographer as the hotel pool, and so it's like, oh, you can't tell.
Yeah, no, it's nothing here. You have to trek 3 days on camel.
Yes. No. Meanwhile, yeah.
Let's go for some KFC. Yeah, no, it's literally there's a main strip and a street right there, and you can walk over in your like sandals and touch the pyramid and walk away.
Not anymore. Go before it gets covered in granite.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the drive is the short drive of getting everybody to rush there before it changes. Maybe that's it. I don't know who bankrolls this shit. Do they have slaves? Is this I got a lot of bad questions. I got a lot of bad jokes.
That's an interesting question.
You know what? Our time's running out.
Many Middle Eastern countries that are using forced labor from Bangladesh and similar countries that they come in under the promise of work.
Oh,
and then they take away their passports. And some of them work on Joe's Engineering Project.
And we're back.
Hello.
Hello there, Tim.
Hello, Joe. Do we introduce ourselves in the second half too?
Yeah. We could say that, man. It's great. So
that was weird. Do you want to take the first?
No. You sound like you're up to the plate already.
Well, Joe, I remember one of our previous.
My finger is hovering over a button.
I don't have buttons. One of the previous seasons, you talked about your experience with a female doctor when you were getting your penis examined.
Yes.
Remember?
Oh, I remember.
Yeah. So apparently, if you want to live longer, see a female doctor.
Oh.
People who see female doctors apparently have lower rates of mortality and remission than patients treated by male doctors.
Interesting.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
Well, the sperm count has been low lately. So maybe that has to do. No, I think. I think in general, men would prefer a woman doctor for most things. I'm just thinking it out because, like, the bedside manner is usually maybe a little bit better. I don't know.
I think it's like the swinging dick kind of thing. You know, like there's a certain infallibility that men feel as we get older and more so like you're more likely like that's fine.
I think it's the other way. Actually,
there's also an empathy gap. I think that
there's an empathy gap.
Yeah, so when when they say that women have a hard time getting diagnosed properly because like men are just like it's probably your period or something, and then it turns out like they have uterine cancer or something, So I feel like it's something to do with like the male sense of like infallibility, where like this is my first opinion and I'm going to stick with it, damn it, and I'm right because I'm a doctor.
So you think men are more stubborn and won't give?
No, it's not a stubbornness because no one's arguing with us. It's just we just think we're experts and experienced and we know. And I think the second thing is that there's an empathy gap because I mean, look at because
if two dudes are in a room and one of them's telling the other one, "Hey, you might want to lose a couple of pounds," and the other dude's like, But if it's a woman doctor and it says you might want to lose a couple of pounds, is it more impactful?
Oh, so you think it's more? So it's a two-way macho street.
Yeah.
So not only basically it's the fuck you, I'm the alpha male doctor, I know what's best for me, I'm gonna walk out. Where like if a woman is like, hey, maybe you shouldn't treat yourself like shit. Like, okay, mommy.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I think two men in a room jerking off. No, two men in a room, just like one clearly.
It's called testing sperm count.
Yeah.
If anyone asks, we were counting.
Getting
The sperm count.
Getting examined thoroughly. I think it creates a dynamic that there's a superiority problem because the dude that's going to the doctor probably didn't want to go there in the first place. And the doctor is thinking, oh, I know everything. So there's like this battle internal. But when you have the opposite sex, then it's a whole different thing because they're used to that. You're used to being,
give and take as opposed to like asserting your dominance over another man.
It's two dudes battling it out for, I'm fine. You don't know what you're talking about. The fucking doctor's an idiot. I know what I'm talking about. I went to night school. I'm a genius.
I have WebMD. I have Google.
I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express.
I have classic Google where it actually answered your fucking question when you Googled.
Yeah, I have old
AI bullshit and ads.
Instead of 17 pages of ads. Now, I Googled something yesterday and the first page was ads. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
But now above the ads is AI.
Is the suggested stupid AI
answer,
bullshit.
Yeah, it's AI and then suggested click downs and then ads. Yeah. Google is unworkable now.
Well, thank God I stopped using Google.
Are you asking Jeeves? What are we doing? How's Bing? Are you using Bing?
Maybe that's what I'm inventing. Maybe it's a new,
new search engine that actually just gives you results
from Bangladesh.
I'm trying to think of like what other product.
DuckDuckGo.
Remember? What?
DuckDuck.
Oh, I've heard of DuckDuckGo.
Yeah. DuckDuckGo is like Google
engine
without the bias. Yeah.
This is a perfect. I have a bone to pick.
Whoa. Okay, hold on.
Forget about. I was saying what other products have gone downhill as far as Google.
Yeah.
You know that I got a box of Enemans soft baked cookies yesterday.
Oh, I haven't had those in a long time.
Correct. Either have I.
Yeah.
Delicious, right? Soft baked, right? Wonderful. Dude, it looked like the fucking the cookies were the same size as the bag they give you on like JetBlue. Like these little like they took the Enemans soft baked cookie and they reduced it by like 2/3. It was like the same size as like the baby. It was like the baby cookie.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need
it was right? It's enraging. They took the Enemans soft baked cookie and they just like no. Like the box is the same size, and there's just the cookies are like minuscule, like they're cocktail cookies.
How the fuck?
Like, they're airplane cookies. They're literally airplane cookies.
As a former fat man, how the fuck are you gonna fuck with fat people's favorite shit and get away with it?
Well, do you remember real double stuffed Oreos?
Dude,
do you remember double stuffed Oreos?
Mega stuff.
Well, no. Well, I was. By the time they got to Mega, they had to invent Mega
we had
stuff
MAGA stuff.
They. We did that.
We did. It's on the Facebook. The Instagram.
We did the MAGA. Yeah,
it's on there.
But they had to invent Mega stuff because they fucked everyone on the stuffing. So originally you had the Oreo, right?
You know what?
So the Oreo, and you could twist the Oreo and cream would come off on one side or the other, right? So then they invented the double stuffed Oreo. So they did was they took the side with the cream and they stuck it to another side with the cream. So it was literally double the cream.
Double. Yeah.
Now if you buy regular Oreos, the cream is
there's no cream. I've seen it.
You can't see the cream. It's just two cookies.
It's like the sperm count right now. It's barely there.
Like it's like the width. I'd say like a piece of printer paper.
Yeah.
And then the double stuff is less than the
less
normal
than what the
stuff.
normal used to be. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's so yes. So well, the three products on my shit list: Google search, Enemans cookies, and Oreos.
Wait till you find out that they're doing that to everything. There's a website. I can't remember what it is, but
I know because I have the same toilet paper holders on the back of the thing, and the Charmin. If you put two of them next to each other, it used to burst out of it, and now they fit in there comfortably. Yeah.
They're selling you the same product at the same price, but for less of the volume or less of the by weight. So you could buy your Pringles in the tube. The tube's the same, the Pringles are the same, but the volume or by weight is different now. So it's like,
so it's just more. There's less Pringles in the wait. No, at least they got to at least shrink the tube.
They don't shrink anything because then you would be outraged that they did it. But people aren't aware.
They shrunk the Charmins.
Yeah, but that's hard to
go, like if you went out to your basement or like it's very clearly like here's just
But like a bag of chips, they can sell the same bag of chips filled half with air, but then they reduce another 10%. And on the bag of chips, it would say, you know, like 30 ounces, whatever the fuck a bag of, I don't know what a bag of chip weighs, but you know, it's like
it's not
I don't eat chips.
No, I don't you inhale them.
They're not there.
It's not easy. You don't chew them.
I used to open the fucking
I blend them into a smoothie and I drink it like a Gatorade.
What? Where are these chips here?
He looks like a fucking python swallowing a fucking
I dislocate my jaw.
like a Philippine lady. Yes,
I don't know what chips weigh. But I know that that's one of the things they're doing is like,
Joe reverse engineered the ship weight because he weighed himself and then he weighed himself later
to see what I gained after inhaling.
He was able to reverse
the displacement.
Thus then.
Oh my God. Wouldn't that be a lawsuit?
So anyway, I just wanted to get it off my chest because I did not.
Well, you got it off your chest and you put it on mine.
I did not think that Edamons, of all the companies, would
all the fat creating companies.
I didn't think they were a big enough conglomerate. You know, I thought they were like a kind of a local kind of
they do all country. The donuts and they do the
so
they're pretty big though. I think
Frito-Lay you expect that kind of bullshit from.
Anything chip related,
oh my God, my wife's cereal, dude. I gotta buy 2 boxes of it. She eats the Kachi, some kind of Kachi chocolate thing.
I have
to buy 2 boxes at a time. They only have one size. It's probably like 8 ounces.
That's first of all, for people who don't know Tim and Timisms, that must drive you fucking nuts because it
drives me nuts.
You like things a certain way with food and a certain amount of food, and you plan and pre-plan. So when things changed.
And also like I have a Costco and a BJ's membership, so like like I buy in bulk. So like the fact that like the only size available of this is like 9.5 ounces, medium. So I have to buy 2 of them at a time. So to get my wife through her cereal week, it kills me.
No.
Yeah. So Kashi, you're on my shit list too. Make a fucking family size. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, dude! It's like an old magazine. It's like the same like thickness of a magazine. It's like each cereal is like individually like stacked on top of each other, like one at a time.
It's comic book size instead.
Like you play Connects 4. That's how they have the cereal in there. Yeah, it's crazy.
I wonder because there's other things that have gotten larger though, like drink sizes have gotten absurdly large. Like just from like an ordering standpoint, if you've ever seen
the fountain drinks.
Yeah, but I saw, I can't remember where I saw it.
But somebody told me a Gatorade used to be more than 20 ounces. And I forget who it was, but I had a Gatorade and the guy's like, oh yeah, remember when it used to be like blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, I didn't.
I think also people just want larger items in general because of inflation. If you're going to pay a lot for something, you want it to be large, and instead it's going the other way, and you're paying a lot and it's getting smaller. So you're getting double fucked.
Choice.
Like without the Oreos,
there's only fucked. There's like a chart that they put on the internet. And there's like 6 companies that control like 85% of
General
the world's
Mills,
food. Unilever or something. It's Frito-Lay.
Yeah, Viacom.
Raytheon. Monsanto. Pornhub. A lot of people don't know about Pornhub's GMO division.
Listen, I think there's some kind of thing to be said about if you're over or under a certain weight, you might have certain kinds of jerk off and porn like addictions. So they might want you to eat more junk food and fatty foods because you're more likely to stay at home and jerk off and watch their porn and go out.
That's something out of Idiocracy where it's like cucumbers presented by Pornhub, you know?
Yeah. So I'm saying, I think it's the opposite. Okay. Double stuffed Oreos presented by
Pornhub.
there's more cream in that.
Or you also have to stuff it from both sides, I guess, right? Yeah.
Double stuffed Oreos presented by.
Please,
I wish I could do
Please do not search double stuffed Oreos on Pornhub tonight. Please do not search that.
Oh my God.
You do not want to see
double stuffed Oreo on Pornhub.
Yeah. No, you don't want to see that poor girl.
Or the Twinkies. You don't want to see the extra stuff.
You don't need to see that poor girl in fucking Public Enemy going to town.
God.
Couldn't even have the rap duos.
Run DMC.
There's 3 of them, so it wouldn't be double stuffed. They'd be triple stuffed. You forgot about
triple stuffed. That's the mega stuffed.
Forgot about Jam Master Jay.
Oh God.
There's 3 members.
Boys to Men.
No, it's 4.
I know. I'm going exponentially.
That'd be mega stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Getting all of it. No,
I've lost my train of thought, Joe. Where were we?
I'm just thinking about porn and Oreos at this point. No, it was that there's a bunch of companies.
We have no choice. Yeah, I guess what we're saying is we have no choice because
there's no way
like Wise potato chips get smaller, and then Lay's get smaller, and then Pringles get smaller, and then we all just get fucked.
And it's everybody. Yeah. It's General Mills, and I can't remember the other one, but it's another like name that you don't really know. But it's like the one that all the grocery store chains buy from. Anyway, yeah, we're all fucked. It's a thing.
Besides,
is this another?
No, I'm saying like the idea of exponential growth. Like the problem is like things can't grow like forever, and that's the thing is that like you can only like like they used to not sell Pepsi in like China, and then so now we're making more money because they're in China, and then it's like, well, fuck, everyone in China has had a Pepsi, and then there's people in America who's like, soda's poison, they're not drinking it, so it's like, well, fuck, like let's raise the price and make the soda half the size, and we'll be profitable. It's like, why you just go out of business? You know what? Like just
I don't think that's how the world works.
Or make less money. Like just make less money.
I don't think that's how
they're still profitable.
Works.
Like, but they're saying they're still profitable.
Just be comfortable. Well, okay, so this is the problem.
The idea of more profit is crazy.
If it was a privately owned company, that might be the case.
Yeah.
But they can't because they're all fucking. Oh, why are we all of a sudden like Imus or whatever? Like, why? I'm just saying this is it's a thing.
Well, you could easily because corporations are a product of law.
Yeah.
You could amend the law to give the corporate officers.
This is the least funny thing we've ever talked about.
Fine, that's the last thing I'd say. Yeah. Other wait, no, please. The least funny thing we ever talked about. This is what season this 4 or 5? No, Joe.
How many episodes of unfunny have we done?
No. I did season 1. I did a episode with my ex-girlfriend.
Oh yeah.
Please.
That was unfunny. My bar for unfunny. I still want to I want to take a clip from that show and put it on the soundboard.
My bar for unfunny is very, very low. But you could change the corporate governance laws to give them multiple, like a balancing factor. Like, so you have to look at sustainability, you have to look at shareholders, and you have to look at like environmental or whatever it is. And then you could say, okay, we're going to make less money because like it'd be kind of dick moves.
Sounds very liberal
to like give people less cereal. Yeah. No, it's not liberal. You're the guy who getting the fucking smallest. You're the one buying 2 small French fries because
but I'm also the guy who's profiting off of it by owning their shares. So it goes both ways. It's a double-edged sword.
But I don't think the profit is that high that it's like.
Are you kidding? If you owned General Mills 10 years ago and then you own it now, your
dividends you're getting $2.14 in dividends a year, but you're paying an extra like $30 for fucking Cheerios. It's ridiculous. Okay,
I'm losing all of my profits to the same thing I've invested.
Yeah, you're just taking $5 and then you like put it in your other pocket and you're like, oh fuck this, and you say,
that's actually fucking genius.
You're just handing the money to yourself.
The money that you just gave.
Who do you think
the same corporation?
From you, idiot. Yeah. Jesus, Joe.
It's a snake eating the tail.
Yeah. Ooh, tasty. Oh, man. I'm going to use my dividend money from General Mills to buy some nice
all
Cheerios.
These groceries I can buy now with the money I made off of
I made
General
on my
Mills.
grocery.
Son of a bitch. All right, I got a weird one for you. We're just gonna chuck this one right down the tube. In Russia, and take this with a grain of salt because I had to dig to get any information that was real information other than copy and paste. In Russia, they were having a problem with milk production. Okay. Not by boobs, but yes, by boobs, but cows. The boob one so in Russia, there's cows have been producing less milk, and it's because of the conditions that the cows have been in, because Russia has notoriously horrible like protection for animals and whatever. Like, you think it's bad here with the cows, over there it's really bad. So they decided to create a VR headset. That's right.
For cows?
We're taking back the lasers. It's the semi VR minute. They put cows,
the bovine minute,
VR minute. They created a headset that would go on the cows as a test to see, because it's a virtual field. The cow is still in its own little fucking cubby thing or whatever, locked in its thing with its neck in the thing. But in VR, there's a field and beauty and all this stuff. And then they have the hay that it's actually eating right below it.
No way that.
And apparently it produces better milk because the cow is happier. They created the fucking Matrix. Russia literally created
the cow Matrix.
The Matrix for cows.
I was thinking, I'm like, this sounds really familiar.
Yes, it sounds like that popular 1999 movie. They literally are using the cows, creating the milk for the human consumption, and they're putting it in a VR thing so it can be happier to continue to produce what they need. They are the batteries. It is the Matrix. Russia has created the cow Matrix.
Wow. All right. Well, I mean, I guess we can look forward to that coming to
would you imagine
apartment building near you?
Yeah, but now it goes like, have you seen in filmmaking they have these things called the void? Like The Mandalorian is a popular TV series that uses it. It's a giant LED screen. So instead of using like blue screen and green screen like they always have, they now have like giant walls that are just video. And so they don't have to create the sets and they don't have to go out into environments. COVID really pushed this technology because at that time people weren't leaving. So imagine having a void inside the chicken coop. Like, now the chickens can look out and see the beautiful pasture and the sun. Apparently they just need the environment. No, apparently they just need the environment because they're too stupid.
They just need to think that
they have the space and the clouds and the sky, and they put a fucking fan in the corner so they have a fresh breeze. And meanwhile, they're jam packed in a little cubicle.
I mean, I have no objection to this if that's what you're.
No, I just think it's fucking insane that we are like one step removed from the actual Matrix. Like,
I think we're at least 4 steps removed from the cow.
don't know. The cows are in the Matrix.
Call me when the monkeys are in the Matrix, all right? Listen.
It's really close considering it's the ignorance is bliss. It's what's his face? I can't remember any of the Matrix people. But it's the guy with the goatee who is like, if this is
Morpheus?
No. It's the bald guy who fucks over. Spoiler alert! He fucks over everybody.
Joe Pantoliano.
Is that him? The guy with the Italian accent?
The actor.
Yeah. I don't know his character name. Anyway, he wants to
Axel or something or like
some weird thing. Anywho, his famous line was like, "Ignorance is bliss," and he wants to go back. He wants to get jacked back into the Matrix. The cows want to go back into the Matrix, and it's producing better milk. They're going to do chickens with video walls, and soon, before you know it, it's all going to be like a fucking holodeck farming.
Where there's no way to feed all the people without factory farming. Like, we've way too many people. So if they could make factory farming somehow better for the
mentally
animals,
for the animal, but it's not going to be physically better. It's going to be only mentally better. So they're tricking
that's
them.
the best you could hope for.
That's all you can ask
What do you
for.
think?
Right.
Yeah.
So fuck them. Fuck the chickens.
Yeah. They're still going to be eaten. I mean, they're still like, the big milk's like 10 hours a day. I mean,
the cows aren't getting slaughtered. They're just producing better milk.
Yeah,
and the chickens are producing the eggs, and they're not actually getting slaughtered either. So they're just producing better products by thinking they're in a better environment. They're healthier byproducts of their happiness. Just like plants, apparently plants can be happy and
it happens
sad.
to Americans, I mean, people too. It happens to like
I'm
like
saying,
humans.
it's the depression.
It's a real thing.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying is people are now realizing that the Matrix is better than the reality. So this is actually going to help, which is why I'm saying we're one step away from them taking like an office cubicle and covering it in a VR, whatever, or a screen and being like, look, you're actually like sitting on a beautiful mountain and you can feel the breeze. And we have a little like, air freshener thing that makes it smell like a salty air from the ocean. And you can do better productivity. I think you would. I think you would rather that than sit.
No, it would be short term because it
would wear off on you quickly. You think it would be?
And then you would instead of vacationing on the beach, you'd vacation in like a normal off or something.
But then here's the thing. Then you would realize at some point in time that this is all a lie, and you want to fight back from the system and get unplugged.
But yeah, I guess the cow thing would be interesting to see. Yeah, how long it takes them because humans it takes like basically in like 17 days you can like get used to anything. Like it doesn't take that long.
I don't know about anything, but yeah, I agree.
Anything, Joe. Anything. That's right.
Anal.
That's right.
Probing. Anything.
Correct. Yeah. Correct. Just keep breathing in.
Get your probes ready. 17 days, baby. 18 days, you can just keep on doing it.
It's gonna slide right in.
Day 18, baby. It's not just my favorite age. It's also.
Yeah, I think because they do. The open office originally was like because the cubicle was depressing.
Yeah, so then they made it awful. Open, and everybody just has
open office.
Yeah,
but everyone hates the open office.
Yeah, because now you're staring next to Bill, who's
so there's just something about human nature which you get used to it, and then it becomes all and then
complacent,
you hate it.
And then you want more.
Yeah, so I wouldn't think that would work, and it'd be interesting to see how long it would take for these cows to stop producing milk. But also it's good to know that what they found to do with those Apple Visions, because I have not seen
each cow has got
has a $3,000 headset on its head. Well, they weren't selling them to humans.
Well, we got to do something. The Russians need more milk. Oh, okay.
What happened to the metaverse? Has anyone talked about that in a while?
No, that is gone. I haven't even heard that phrase in
where do you even log into it? I didn't even see. Was there a website for it? Like, how did you
needed
for something that was so expensive to develop?
I have never I
never saw a commercial for it. I never got an invitation for it.
I've never been
samples.
in it. I've never been invited to go into it.
You go by the mall sometimes and there's like
this little guy.
Hey, try out a VR headset. Or, hey, try a
test device. Yeah.
No.
That
was just a money laundering operation.
Oh, it has to be. Just like the VR headset from, just like the Apple headset.
Flying cars.
And flying. Well, we've discovered the flying cars.
The flying cars are just money laundering.
That was one of my best moments, I think.
When you realize that the flying car was always 5 to 7 years away,
and going back in 2001, ever.
2000, yeah, that's pretty cool.
I went deep down every single company, realizing, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's just people get investors and they put themselves on payroll and then they're just making money for 5 to 7 years before they run out. It's insane.
And then we don't have we need like a staff. It would be fun to edit best ofs and release like half episodes.
Well, this Indian guy.
And release the best ofs because the
it's a lot of hours of sifting through a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, I know. Just saying we need like a staff or something, like an intern. But because the last time there was a flying car company, No, Joe. I know you're thinking about interns, and the answer is no. I would be in charge of the intern.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
And like apparently like they drove the flying car prototype down the runway. So like basically they spent like billions of years in
plane,
to make a car.
Yeah.
They just built a car.
It's either they turn it into a regular plane or it's a car, and it's never.
Yeah. And then that's when you realize that it's just the flying car companies are just giant money laundering scams.
Yeah.
Or just just hey, I'm an engineer and no one wants to hire me and I want to be rich, so like I'll just make my CEO of a flying car company and I'll raise all this capital and I'll pay myself all this money and I'll never deliver a product. And then we'll just do it over and over and over again.
And it's genius because I remember the episode when we did it, is that I discovered that the CEO of a previously failed thing was like the next guy who was involved in a new company. And they split up and like this other guy was a part of another. This guy has a lot of background in flying cars. So we hired him. And I'm like, wait a second. You mean this guy produced another 7-year failed project? And now you're going to get him on your 7-year project. It was a total sham. And I remember I looked into the guy too, and it was like, there was like 4 or 5 dudes that names kept popping up that were like I think what it was too, was they were like ex-NASA guys. And I just think they didn't have it cut out for NASA. So they used the credential of like a former NASA scientist, you know what I mean? And then they just rode on the coattails of actual people.
And then they have the experience. And then, what went wrong? Coming, vision. Whatever. They have some kind of excuse.
Yeah.
They have all these promises. And
well, now they're trying to do electric planes. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, it's another like thing, like electric car. It's never ever going to actually solve anything. It would
be a very short haul because the weight of the battery. 747
it would have to be one passenger.
It would have to be incredibly short, or it would have to have like 7 people. Yeah, because like there's no way those batteries.
It's not happening. Yeah,
those batteries add like thousands of pounds to cars,
dude. It's more than that. It's not only does it add thousands of pounds to cars, but it offsets everything else you benefit from the car. So it ends up being like safety actually goes down because of how heavy the car is now. So now you went from getting, we have all these safe cars and safety and everything. And now a regular 4-door sedan is rivaling the power of like a Ford F-350 Super Duty. It weighs the same, but it's this tiny thing. So now you've got
more the unsafety for other people, though.
Yeah, but that's the thing is it's cars. You have physics, right? So
yes.
So
yes, we do.
So rubber tires. Okay, tires lose friction. I don't know. I'm trying to explain this without like going too deep, but basically, when you get a CDL for driving a truck, like a heavy truck, you have to get a special license to know how to brake with air brakes, and you have to get an education on how to stop when you weigh a certain amount and how the vehicle shifts and it reacts when you have a lot of weight.
Okay.
People who have regular driver's licenses don't realize that now they have a car that weighs the same as a giant truck. And they're driving it like a little car, but now they weigh 4 times as much, and they're going to get into problems with oversteer, understeer, turning, tipping over, all of these things, because it's an actual more dangerous vehicle to drive because of the weight. A heavier vehicle in motion at 60 miles an hour is more dangerous than a lighter vehicle at 60 miles per hour. You cannot stop, and you now have more momentum. So when you do stop, you then have the entire physical car barreling through things. They're having an issue right now with guardrails. All the electric cars are blowing through guardrails that used to stop every vehicle. Now they're blowing right through them. So yeah, it's a problem. I don't know why I went on that fucking tangent, but
interesting.
Yeah, it's a real problem. So yeah, doing the whole electric everything is not a good idea. Hydrogen's where it's at. I want a hydrogen car.
Oh yeah.
Blow us up.
I was gonna say, yeah, maybe you should put it in your
coffee.
I was thinking your HVAC system.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I wish I had explosions.
Time for barbecue.
We don't have much time left. Do you have a shorty we can chat about? I think the Cow VR is great.
No, that's pretty good. Yeah, and I gotta mention the Apple Vision, which I don't like. So that was fun.
Okay. Here we go. Here's a little bit of a segue. A quick topic. Segue alert. Crocs and Pringles decided to join forces and create the Crocs shoes with Pringle holder. Have you seen this? It's literally they make these like airport like Pringles things. It's just a tiny itsy bitsy little can of like 7 Pringles, inflation Pringles I call them, and that now has a sandal, a Crocs shoe that has like a thing on the side.
Classic crush boot.
You see it?
So there's a little
holder. It's a little holder on the side.
Why would you want your?
It's just a meme item, but it turns out that they become collectible and they can sell them and then they make money off of it. So buy grandma her Crocs Pringles thing because she loves Pringles and she walks around in the house in Crocs. And so apparently that became a thing. We need to come up with some fucking stupid products to make $1 million on. This $1 million idea needs to like come to fruition one day. There's too many stupid products out there that are actually making money.
Yeah, we're slightly too smart and at least
cynical.
One of us has too much integrity.
Well, we could get into the VR business.
I don't think either of us have enough of attention span either. Yeah. I was thinking, like, imagine being a stand-up comedian and having to do the same jokes.
I was talking about this the other day.
Over again every single night, and
I would have to do crowd work
and the delivery. Yeah.
I can't do.
It would be hard because there'd be no one there.
No, I was saying to somebody a couple of weeks ago that I want to do stand-up. Like I really want to go through that challenge. It's very difficult. But I also, a lot of my favorite comedians do great crowd work. And I said, I can do that because I do an hour of bullshit that's unrehearsed and whatever, and I make it funny with one other dude. Like, so having an entire crowd to interact with and riff off of, I think I could do that.
I mean,
I will drive out.
I will drive out to
whatever state will allow me legally to
whatever stage you are on. I guarantee you, I will be there in the crowd.
Oh, heckling! I'm sure.
Yeah.
Nice joke, fat ass. Just dry up everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anywho, I think.
Hey, is anyone here married? Yeah, I am, and I would have married early if you weren't making out with my girlfriend in high school.
Yeah.
Gee, tough crowd. Tough crowd.
No respect. Anyway.
Yeah, you need like
I need a soundboard. I gotta come up.
You need like
I gotta be a carrot top
the little topper, you know, the little the no respect, the hamburger. Yeah.
We're just back to dropping pianos on people at that point.
Yeah, supersize me. Something. Okay, we're running out of time.
Yeah, we are. All right. Find us everywhere. Be offended.
We really petered out at the end of this episode, I think.
It's fine. Be Offended Radio. Find us everywhere. angryhatemail@gmail.com. Subscribe to us on every platform. We're literally on all of them. Just for God's sakes.